Hello and welcome back to the second episode of the GeoGuessr Gold Medal Challenge. The rules are the same as before. We select a random country until every country is gold. We have to score 22,500 points or higher to get gold, and every 5 games our time limit increases. We're going to start off by spinning the wheel, see which country we get. And this time it looks like we're going to Poland. The first thing I think of when I think of Poland is the CSGO majors held in Katowice. Poland is also known for its pierogies, but before this video ends, you're going to know Poland as I do for its selection of area codes. As we jump into the first game here, you'll see me looking around. At this point, I haven't learned any of the area codes, but you can see an 8-5 on that sign over there. That should tell me everything I need to know to begin narrowing down this region. However, without that information, I begin searching aimlessly, not even sure what I'm searching for. As you can see, it's just mindless scrolling of the map in hopes that I spot something that resembles one of the words I'm looking at on the left side of the screen. And by the time I guess I get 230 points, I was nowhere near it. We have another instance of a 5-8 area code on the right side of the screen there. If I had learned the area codes by this point, that would help me narrow down where I'm at drastically. But again, being game 1, I don't know where that is. My gut tells me we're pretty far north. I can't tell you why, I just picked up that vibe. So I begin just searching the area. I'm going to go back to looking for information in hopes that I can find something that will ultimately do me no good when it comes time to open the map with 20 seconds. Oh, I was right, it was very far north in Poland, but I have no reason to justify that belief. At the end of that game, I put up 4,800 points, and the following game 6,600, so I was improving slowly. But I did decide the most useful thing I could do was learn the area codes in Poland. Here I am mapping out general shapes of these area codes to help the memorization process. Even if you can just narrow down the region of starting with 5, starting with 6, starting with 7, it goes a long way. So my first completion of that, it took 3 minutes to get 100%. I did improve upon that, but there's no sense in showing me practicing area codes for 20 minutes. Now, even after learning the area codes, it doesn't always benefit you. I was placed in a small town with no identifiable area code listed, no immediately discerning signage to help me identify a highway number or local street. We do have a ton of trees around. I guess if I could region guess the area these trees look like they're from, maybe it would benefit me.
The trees look Polish, he said. The trees look Polish.
But it was clearly more northern because
the trees look Polish.
So here we are in game 7. We have a sign with several of the main highway numbers listed and that regional road 18. You can learn where those are. It's pretty straightforward, but it does help narrow down pretty quickly where in the map you need to be looking to locate the street that you're on. And I put up a 4,997 point round there. So here we go into round 5 of game 7. I spot a 77 area code there, so I start looking in the region. I don't know for sure at this time what the town name structuring looks like on the signs, so I'm just kind of aimlessly searching for something in hopes that it jumps out at me. With 18,556 points, I can still put up a gold run. I just can only drop 56 points at most and still get gold. I begin looking for more information in hopes that it'll help me narrow this down, and I spot a +48 area code listed. Now at the time I trusted that was more accurate than the 77 area code, and that was absolutely not going to be the case. I began looking, seeing if I can't spot anything in this area, and it was exactly where I had zoomed in the first place. Here we go into game 12, where we're in a fairly large city. I began looking for identifying highway markers or road markers. I have learned to click on the arrow, hold shift and space to move a little bit quicker, but it doesn't always work out for me. It did send me backwards there. Now I spot a 62 area code on this sign, and the town is listed just under it. It is also visible on the map right there, but as it turns out, I am horrible at map scanning. I circled my mouse over it initially, and I still do not see it. I'm putting it more into frame, and I begin searching for about a minute before I give up. I go looking through the town, and I spot this interesting artifacting on the camera. It seems like it's just that part of the stitched image that has that artifacting. If anyone knows what causes that, I would love to hear the reason. Now finally, I do open the map and spot the town listed there. And more artifacting off to this side. Now I've initially placed my guess down in the center of the town in hopes that it's going to be roughly good enough. I do my best to find the street that I'm on, but I immediately begin looking in the wrong direction entirely. Thankfully, we still put up 4,900 points on our first round, so very good. Into the second round, I start looking for any information I can, nothing too noticeable at first. However, I do encounter these really interesting streets of identical buildings on each side. I'm sure there's a reason these buildings look like this, however, I'm unfamiliar with it. Don't let it distract me too much. I continue trying to look for more information and stumble upon a second street of identical buildings. Now, you do occasionally see a phone number listed that is not on the area code map. Those are cellular numbers and they are not region specific, but I do spot a 32 number listed at the bottom of that sign and a city name at the top. By this point, I have learned that the streets are prefixed with a UL, and so I can more easily identify what the town name is that I'm in. We spot another 32 area code, so it confirms for me that we are certainly in this area. However, with 7 seconds left, I'm not going to find what I'm looking for, and I put my marker down in the wrong area. I do spot the town name that was on the sign listed, but it didn't do me any good. Over 3,000 points isn't anything to scoff at, and we do continue on to the next round. Now here we are with 2 regional roads, starting with 3. If we look at the regional road map here, you can see that that is on the left side of Poland, down towards the south. So I begin scanning the area. Now we have 2 towns listed there, Lubin, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the other one because I will mess it up. I find the 2 towns, and there appears to be just one road connecting them directly. So now my job is pretty easy. I just have to do my best to line up the road. Initially, I'm thinking there's a more sharp curve. After looking at it, I can see the curve is a lot less. So I go back and find something that looks like it matches this triangular shape I'm seeing here. And we put up a 5,000 point guess, so we definitely make up for some of the points dropped in round 2. Now into round 4, we are on good pace for a gold game, so I am quickly scanning for anything I can. No useful area codes. There is a sign to my right, but I'm just trying to see if I can't spot anything else before looking at it. I will reframe it in a moment so that you can see it to the left of the map as I begin looking. We have a regional road starting with 7, so I just start scanning in the area of the 7s. After having pinpointed the town listed on the sign, I just start scanning some of the roads to the south of it in hopes that I'm going to find something that jumps out at me, indicating that this is where we're at. It took quite a while before I saw the smaller town name listed to our west. I did scroll past it on my map several times, but again, I am horrible at map scanning. Based on that sign and our starting point, I'm pretty sure we are in this area. I know for a fact that's too far now, but I was looking for anything and everything. I was panicking in hopes of getting gold on this. We see that road to our left there. I'm pretty sure it's the road just above our marker. So I'm going to put down our pin right here between these two streets, which feels pretty close to where we're at. And I overshot it a little bit. 4,981 points, though, puts us on pace for our best game yet. And thankfully, our starting location, we have a identifiable road and town name. I found the city listed on the sign, and I began looking for the 61. Interestingly though, once you change the side of the street you're on, the city listed on the sign is no longer the same. I do end up spotting the new city name that is listed on the sign. What I am not identifying immediately is a 61 in close proximity to it. I searched the town, I didn't find anything, so I come back with 30 seconds left and I begin just praying as I look for where I think I might be. Initially, I resigned myself to placing on the 61 here, but I do spot at the last moment that city listed on the bottom of the sign. I changed the placement of our marker. With 5 seconds left, I placed the guess and put up 4,974 points.